When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever.
Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver.
All about running the spot.
And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather.
Cardio kingpin.
Subjugate the dub play.
And you know we can't wait to bring spins.
A-star quizzes, A+ the final.
Vocals we align, we'll move it all
simultaneously over joints we rock.
We earn
30 years, so you can say we got
3 turns.
Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men.
We install doubt in you and your yes men.
And if the game had veins, we'll insert
upheaval the ground.
Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing, relieving the kings of all crowns. So are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, y'all keep the flow.
But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
What you talking about? Space it out your mind.
But can you rock it like rockets,
That's
fool?
a close encounter of what kind?
Ready, set, stay, bang. Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Turn it up, y'all keep the flow.
Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, we giving the show.
But can you rock it like rocket
What you
fuel?
talking about? Space.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Chicago Bears and the Houston Gunners. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24. Yard line.
Let's go, let's go. 24-yard line.
Mike, 45. I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Hatchet.
First carry now for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and there's creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On play action, they'll throw. Flush to his right. And incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Tie it right.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Just one catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first.
And the Bears first down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 36. Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. And he's got the hook up to Moore. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Come on, set. Let it in. Hey, check. Check 13. Tighten up.
They'll run on first down. It's Henderson. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
45. Mike, 45. Quit talking about it and bring it.
2nd and 13. Dancing to his, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Khalil Mack able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
41 to Mike. Check 41.
Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines. The defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
Let's go now. 70, Indy. 50. Don't get nervous. Let's go.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Come on, set. 10-2 start. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Check the backer. 6-6. Pull it high. Hey, exit. Shoot.
He'll look to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Bring it.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Let's go, defense. Get it.
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
X3, 218, chop. Deep rip.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. It's caught. Jones. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
30 base. Drop deep. Check safety. General West. Yes. Look at me. Zipper. 58, right there. And here we go.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here's Hines. And an alley to run. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Bang. Yep. You. Hey, Zoo. Yo, survive.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Brian Burns, that is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list.
58, the money. Watch the twist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going, and being able to make a play on the football.
It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
They're going to look to throw. Looking sideline, incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Check right. Shoot. Watch the shoot.
Second down, it's Henderson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Gun now on 3rd down. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
I'll Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Check 52.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Pilot, 64, weak. Check 43. Go.
On first down, it's Bell, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 46-yard line.
Let's go. 18, Gator. Hey, Haywood. Go.
Back to throw here. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
To the right side, this is Henderson. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by at Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Now Henderson, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll look to throw. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And as a result, possession switches hands. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
58 for Mike, 58. 58 for Mike. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. Snap.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he fires one incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down.
Ready?
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Watch that end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. 4 down. 4 down. 58. Get it.
2nd and 10. Jones has it. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
8 read. 58.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Bryant has it. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
2nd and 4. Got his man there. It's Wallace complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Ready?
They'll set up to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Watch out. Check 26. Hey, high 7.
Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50. Army.
5.
2nd and long. Caught by Jones. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10.
Watch the edge. Deuce, 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 deuce. Go.
He'll drop to throw. Complete to Jones. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Hey, wahoo! Mike 50,
2nd and 9 now. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
On the ready.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. They'll drop the throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Desmond King there on the coverage. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off near the 42. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
At the 42-yard line.
Here we go. 10 Lobo. Hey!
Rush in.
Let's go.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 15 yards through the air to 1st down.
50 to Mike. Hey, let's get this.
Now. Hey, Echo. Shoot.
Now back to throw. He completes it to Jones. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Julio Jones. As time expires in the first half. And his guys have taken the lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Again, it's Bell. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now it's Hines. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down. They look to throw here. Oh, and he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 29, and they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Emoji happy tears, emoji happy tears, emoji happy tears, emoji crying loudly.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, second and 10. They'll look to throw. Going long here for Walt. He's got a man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's a gain of 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Here's Bell. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a second and 7.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They run with Hines. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. They'll set up a throw. It's caught by Bryant. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Back to throw. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Slant. Whip. Watch the whip.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Go. Get it.
2nd and 15. This complete to Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Julio Jones. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are able to regain the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 17-10 score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
At the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Man left. Hey. You got 3.
They're going to look to throw. Ball going deep here for Taylor. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 29. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell and give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 4.
Ready, set.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, watch the slant.
Ready.
Looking to throw. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
So they bring out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Darrell Henderson, 68 yards, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with an extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as it kicks away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
11 yards there, first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it. So it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46. He'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes it 2nd and 9. Back to throw here. Jones has it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 31-yard line. He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Hey. 4 down. Check 4. Check. Get it.
All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
You ready? 58, come on. Hey, Charlie. Hey. Ready?
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Julio Jones saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And now they face a 2nd and 6 after the penalty. Back to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 14 yards in a Chicago first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Hey, 4-1 Mike, 4-1 Mike. 3 bud. Mike 41. We got a wedge guy. Watch the back.
They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Let's go, Pete. Tighten up.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
41 Mike. Hey, watch the slant. 41 Mike, right here. 41 Mike. Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day. 41 to Mike.
Back to throw. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down.
Let's get off the field. Mike 41. We got to let go. Get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. 41 to Mike. We ain't giving up nothing today. 41's coming.
He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. They go down to a knee, and with that, they're off to the NFC title game. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
And don't be ever yelling in my mic. When I'm playing, you hush. Don't say nothing.
Victory very
don't ever
much
yell in my
inside
mic.
now as they'll take a
For
knee.
one touchdown, you happy. Don't never yell in my mic. It's my mic. I do what I gotta do to win, fooling. This is a life learned lesson right here. Number 8.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship, and do you think that the